What's up, Desktopers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are back with another interview. And this one is with Samson Dauda, just hours after winning the EVLS Prague Pro against the likes of Nathan Diasha, Regan Grimes, Rafael Brandeo, and Rolly Winkler. An amazing effort. He qualifies for 2022 Mr. Olympia. This interview is actually done through IGTV. Well, it's an IGTV now. It was originally an IG Live. I just did it on Desktop Bodybuilding, so make sure you go over and follow the Desktop Bodybuilding Instagram page. Hope you guys really enjoy this interview. We're going to get into what Samson's actually going to do in the future in terms of if he's going to keep competing this year and his plans for the 2022 Mr. Olympia. Hope you guys enjoy this interview. It's a little bit blocky in terms of a little bit scratchy in terms of the actual visuals, but I do put some photos and whatnot over the top so you get to see what Samson looked like, all that sort of stuff, and the entire lineup at that Prague Pro. Anyway, guys, enjoy the interview.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Samson? Congrats.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Oh,
so
wow.
the obvious question is, man, like the obvious thing is to say is how does it feel? But I just
Dude.
messaged you and you beat Rolly Winkler, who's finished as high as I think 30 in the Olympia. You beat Nathan Diasha, who's finished 70 in the Olympia.
Yeah.
And going into the show, man, people were saying, like I heard previews and people said, "Oh, this is Nathan's show. You know, unless something dramatically goes wrong, he's going to win this."
Yeah.
You win it, and you beat guys that, you know, are incredibly competitive. So how does that feel? Like, has your reality set in, or what?
It's not even close. Not even close. It hasn't set in at all. Even we still sitting here going, man, I can't believe this is happening. Am I gonna wake up in the morning and think, oh, that was a nice dream? Oh, this sucks. But really, it hasn't set in at all. Literally, I just can't believe it. Like, this was, of all the shows we kind of planning on doing this year, this was the one lineup I was like, man, I just hope I make top 3. You know, I'll get some more points, just, you know, hope to get a good top 3. So that was already our mindset coming in. You know, you're just like, look, if we fall top 3, I'm not going to complain. It's good enough. I see how deep this lineup is. So, you know, obviously, Milos already had a plan. He was like, okay, you know what? We've seen how we've progressed with you every show this year, and we nailed it each time. And we've played it cautiously. We've tried to carve me up for the shows because we didn't know how. Like, we didn't want me to end up spilling over. We know we could take a lot more and be a lot fuller, but we didn't want the risk of spilling over, so we played it cautiously. So when we come in this show, we're like, well, we ain't gonna lose, go for broke, you know, fill you out to the brim. So we basically spent the weekend like filling out. And then we woke up this morning and we looked at it and we were like, holy shit. Yeah, this is good look. We like, you're still dry, you're full as a house. So we were like, okay, this might be interesting, you know, going to the show. So after the prejudging, like already I was like, holy crap, because Steve is funny, man, because when he does the prejudging, he doesn't leave you guys with loads of guessing. He will tell you, okay, yeah, this is the top 4, but you don't have any idea where in that top 4 you're placing. So when he's moving us around, you're thinking, am I third or am I second or am I fourth? I really don't know. So we finished the prejudging and it was like that whole idea of, I don't know where I am. I really don't know. I mean, I think we're fighting up there, but people are telling you, you're fighting for first. I'm thinking, yeah, but towards the end, he kind of moved me out in the prejudge. I'm thinking, well, might be third. So we're like, you know what? Try not to focus on that. Just come in tighter again for the evening and just nail it and just let the chips fall where they lie. So we kind of did that. And even at the finals, he put us through hell, man, round after round after round. And, you know, we're like, okay, dude, seriously, what more do you want to do to us? But having that result, I don't know how to, up to now, I still don't know how to take it. It's surreal. You know, it's like, this is, you know, it's one thing like just having a lineup, but this lineup is particularly was so deep and guys were so on and they were so strong at it that I was like, wow, you know, what do you say, really? You know?
And obviously after prejudging, you said, you know, you don't know where you're sort of fitting in. Like, what would you have been happy with? Like, were you like, oh, if I get second, if I get third, I'll be sort of happy? Or were you like, you know, I can win?
It was that. No, it was literally after, you know, because we sort of like, you hear in the chatter, and you even, you know, my coach Milos, he messaged me straight away, go, well, it looks like you're fighting for first. And I was like, yeah, but it didn't, you know what you feel like, but I felt like, okay, it's somewhere in the top 3. hopefully is somewhere in the top 3. You know, but you kind of thinking you don't want to be hopeful, and because so many times you've been hopeful in shows and you go in and you don't get the result you get, and you feel more disappointed than you if you just kind of just went in hoping for the best. But this one, you kind of think, okay, you know, I don't want to be too hopeful. I'll be happy just being in top 3. You know, let's just set with that. You know, so coming up pre-judging, that was our mindset. You know, throughout the whole day, we're like, okay, just make sure you're tired of the night show, because you know it could change. Anything can change. You know, so just come in better for the night show. That's all you can do. Anything else, just lay where it does. So I didn't believe that was happening. I was like, nah, it couldn't be. It couldn't be. It's not impossible. You know, and then obviously they called it out, and they called Nathan for 4th. And that part of my heart just sunk. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's literally what I was about to ask.
I think that point, everybody must have frozen at that point going, oh, did we just hear what we just heard? And you think, holy crap. You know, and then Regan got called for 3rd. I'm like, okay, I'm happy right here. Don't worry, this is good. I'm good. Right now, I'm good with this. I'm all right. I'll take this one gladly, you know. And then to be given the win after that, man, that moment, I'm going to remember that moment forever. I really don't remember that moment forever. And the funny thing is...
Do you know what was really cool too? Like the top 4, all you guys are aesthetically pleasing. Like you guys are like a throwback. And it was quality too, man. Like that top 4, like, was really, really good quality. Because I love Raphael's physique. I obviously love your physique.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Regan's got a great physique. And then Nathan has a unique physique, but he looks great. Like,
and listen, because when we came off the pre-judge and we looked at the photo of our top 4, and we're going, that's a 90s show right there. That is like all small waist, all aesthetically pleasing, all like, I'm like, that's a lineup right there. This is the big show, you know. And you're thinking, yeah, this is definitely something special. No matter what happens, this is something special, you know. So I really, man, even then I couldn't even complain. I'm like, to be part of that lineup in the first place, that was already saying a lot. I'm like, yeah, I can't complain about that. Literally look where you are, you know. So didn't think, honestly, I didn't think I was going to come away doing like that. I was like, holy crap, you know, seriously. But
and what's the plan now? Like, so are you going to continue to compete in these shows, or are you going to shut it down?
Because the thing is, we genuinely didn't believe that this show was going to happen for me. So we already booked up to do Romania next week. We already had plans ahead, already set up to do Romania next week anyway. So we're sitting here and we're like, okay, we got to discuss what we want to do. So at this point, I'm more or less 50-50, because even Milos was like, I want you to go again. I want you to be like, no, it's like, you get better each show. I want to see what we can do, you know, one more try again. Can we nail it again one more time? And I'm like, yeah, but it feels so good right now. But, you know, I'm like, okay, you know what? We're gonna see how it feels tomorrow. Because obviously we're still in Prague tomorrow. We don't fly back to England till Monday. And I know as soon as my ass touches grass on Monday, I'm going back to the gym to start working. So as it stands now,
I think you should compete, because, like, you think about the lineup coming up, because obviously you probably have the same guys, plus you add in like a Quinton Araya as well. Like, imagine that, like top 5, top 6. It's going to be like,
I know, man. I really want to, you know, I really want to meet Quinton as well, because I mean, last time I was 2019 in Vancouver, and he was so cool, man. And we've been friends since then. So I'm like, look, opportunity for us to catch up. So as it stands right now, I'm more likely to going to do it than not, you know, because it feels like, you know we got a year to prepare for the Olympia at this stage. There is no getting away from that. We got a year. Olympia's not to December yet, so we got a year. So hell, even though we compare to December, we still have a year, you know. So I'm like, well, the show is just next week, so do it, and then finally rest up, and then plan your off season and try to improve for next year for the Olympia. So we got the time to do so. So we're like, yeah, maybe most likely probably will be the case we'll end up doing it.
Yeah, that's incredible, man. I can't wait to see what you look like, you know, not only at these, you know, coming shows if you choose to do them, but also obviously next year more so, because you've got a while to obviously work for it, because that Olympia next year is until December, which is probably perfect for you, man. So you can continue to level up and improve like you have
exactly.
Been, so.
Because it really gives us a lot of time to really kind of like, okay, you know, have a long break and then go into off season and then go into prep, because we literally have a lot of time to work around. This is also what we've been hoping for, you know, trying to do all the shows now to get enough points or whatever, to just so we don't have to do it next year. We can get all the points to get set up now. So to have the opportunity now where, you know, okay, it's definitely 100% go. It's like, okay, you know, you can definitely have a break, have another off season, improve, you know, work on this improvement. And this time, well, I'm working on the Milos, and he's now understanding my body and how it works. And he's great, man. Dude, guy is just, he just pushed me to the next level. You know, he picks up on so much, and he teaches us so much, and we're like, wow, you know what? So going into the off season with him, I'm eager to see the progress we're gonna make, because he's just crazy, you know. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that.
Cool, man. I can't wait to see it. I'm obviously looking after my kids at the moment, so I can't be too long. But man, I appreciate you jumping on this Instagram live.
Thanks,
it's impossible to get an interview with someone straight after a show like this. So like, I appreciate you so much, man, because I know obviously. You know, but it's incredible, man. I'm so happy for you. Like I said to you in a message, I literally cried when you won, and I was like tearing up because you dropped to the ground like Ronnie Coleman, man, in '98. So it was very, very cool.
Dude, that was literally. It was almost like, because we've been in that position so many times, and you feel like, okay, once maybe this time might be the time you hear a name, but you know, come on, man, you know how this always goes. So you get called in second, you know, or you get called in third. And believe me, there is no more daunting moment than that moment when you're about to be called out for placing.
Yeah.
It's so nerve-wracking. It's so beyond your control, and your stomach is just lurching the whole time. So as soon as you hear that, you just literally black out. You're just like, I can't believe this. You know, you always imagine what it would feel like, but nothing you can imagine really prepares you for it. It just never does, you know. So yeah, that was definitely amazing.
That's incredible, man. Anyway, you might be able to hear my daughter in the background. She's not too happy about me being on this Instagram live, but so I'll wrap it up. But thank you so much for coming on this interview. It's going to be on the Desktop Bodybuilding YouTube channel as well. So anyone that's watching this now, make sure you head to Desktop Bodybuilding on YouTube. Check out this interview. I'll put up the full thing and chop it up and make it look all pretty and stuff as well. But thank you so much once again, Samson. That's Samson Dauda, the winner of the 2021 Prague Pro, qualified for the 2022 Mr. Olympia. And let me know what you think in the comments below, how he will do in that 2022 Mr. Olympia. So for Xavier Wills and Samson Dauda, we are out.
Hope you guys enjoyed that interview there with Samson Dauda, fresh off his 2021 Prague Pro victory. Head over to Desktop Bodybuilding Clips if you want the short clips from the longer form interviews, not so much this one because it was a shortish interview anyway. But when I do longer interviews, I've got shorter clips, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minute sort of clips. And they're the best bits from the longer form interview. So head over there, subscribe to that channel, helps this channel out as well. Also, what really helps me out as well is heading over to hdmuscle.com. They're a recent sponsor of Desktop Bodybuilding. They've got some amazing products. They've got tons of pro athletes that, you know, are obviously sponsored by them. You know, obviously Dorian Hamilton is a bodybuilder, so it's a bodybuilder's line by a bodybuilder, which I think are always sort of the best ones in general. Use Desktop for 10% off at hdmuscle.com. The link is in the description below to get you 10% off as well. So that's it for this video. If you guys like and appreciate this content, please give this video a thumbs up, smash that like button, also subscribe and hit the notification bell button. That way you'll be notified of every video that goes up from myself, Xavier Wills at Desktop Bodybuilding. So for Xavier Wills, Desktop Bodybuilding, we are out.